I'd like to greet all human beings all around the world with a universal greetings of peace and the blessing of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor religious belief may be. It doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you are the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you're my family, friends, or my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me, like my YouTube videos, whether you give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. It doesn't matter if you're dark-skinned or light-skinned. I greet all you all with the same universal greetings of peace. The blessings of God be with you. Tonight happened to be Friday the 20th of, the 3rd of April. Look at that, I'm throwing me off. Y'all throwing me off. One of my critics told me to go to bed, so I'm trying to hurry up and get it done. But it's Friday, April the 3rd, 2020. It's about 10:03 p.m. 2020. You remember I told y'all it's the time of the vision. You know, it's a time for change. Harriet Tubman got tired of slavery, so her and some more people of not just of the black race, but her and other people, they got together and they formed a underground railroad. Everybody wasn't willing to leave, you know, some of the slaves that was living in the master's house. They was used to eating what they called the soul food. To them, the soul food was everything that their master didn't want. When he got a pig, he didn't want the ears, so he gave them the pig ears. When he got the pig, he didn't want the tail or the knuckles or the intestines, which he called chitlins. He didn't want none of that, so they called that soul food. But anyway, if some of us feel just like Harriet Tubman, the master can keep that soul food. If giving me government grant money is the master gonna tell me what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and especially to misuse my community that been misused for centuries, I'm not gonna do it. But anyway, I just wanna tell you just a few more things what Raymond Lewis Ivy did versus my attackers or the haters or whatever they want to call themselves. This will be part 2. I edited the first one and just put part 1 on it. Now, those that say that I'm racist, it's a white female in this town about a year or so ago came to me because a white police shot one of her pit bulls. Now, the police that shot the pit bull, I mentioned his name. Matter of fact, he's a captain now. He was smart. He left the Charleston Police Department. Him and another individual left the Charleston Police Department and went east to East Prairie, and now one of them is the chief and the other one is the captain. The captain happened to be the one that shot the white female's pit bull. Now, I'm black. The captain or the police officer that used to be on the Charleston, Missouri Police Department, he was white, but they said I'm racist. She asked me would I make a video, a YouTube video about this here. She told me the situation. We analyzed everything that happened. The dog catcher was there. The dog catcher didn't see the dog as a threat. It was a bunch of little kids out there, and the only one that the dog barked at, they said, was the one police officer. But anyway, she got on my YouTube video and I made a couple of them. Now, her and her family and friends and a lot of other white people and black people thanked me for letting her story be told because the local newspaper wouldn't tell her story because she was going up against the city of Charleston. KFVS 12, the news for the southeast Missouri out of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, they wouldn't tell a story. But Raymond Lewis Ivy told her story and let her tell her story to the fullest. Some blacks didn't even like. They came by the house where that girl dog is be running around. I said, do you want to get on here and tell your side of the story about the girl's dog? Because everybody else told me the story that lived around by the girl. The dog that got shot wasn't the dog that the dog catcher was coming to get. The one that got shot came out the house, past the dog catcher, past everybody else, but one police officer that they said that was being aggressive. But anyway, I helped the white female. Let me tell you a little bit of something else that I did down here in Southeast Missouri. It's one individual, he may not tell y'all, but when he was working at Pilot, I helped him prepare a lawsuit for racial discrimination and sexual harassment by a female manager at Pilot when it was at where the old McDonald's closed down. Rode to St. Louis with him and showed him the lawyer that took his case, and he got paid. I ain't gonna stop there now. I myself went up against Pilot, and I didn't want money. I just wanted the white manager that was misusing blacks, some type of action to be taken. And corporate came from Knoxville and asked me what I wanted. I said, all I want is to be treated not like a second-class worker, but like any other worker. Now, if the other blacks don't want to complain, that's them, but I'm complaining. And they must have seen a legitimate complaint because they gave me a paid vacation to go visit my children and grandchildren in Chicago and told me when I come back, let them know whether I'm satisfied. But somebody called me and let me know what they had did already. They demoted the white general manager, promoted a assistant manager to the general manager, which was black, and they sent the white general manager who was demoted to assistant manager, sent him to Wickliffe, Kentucky. And he had to drive all the way from Wickliffe instead of to Charleston, from Sykeson to Wickliffe. Still today, me and that same man speak. And now he has another outlook on blacks because him and his wife own a business that I frequent, visit, and give them my business. They have a black working for them. And me and him speak. He seen what he was doing back then wasn't right. But let me tell you this other thing. It's about 2 sets of what me and 19 other people, and then 20 other people separately was discriminated at what was Flying J in Matthews. I filed for each one of us. First, I filed with the Human Rights Commission when they had an office in Sykeson, Missouri. I filed a discrimination claim, which the commission took. And I told the other 19 and went to each one of their houses and helped them prepare theirs. And another class of 20 individuals said that they experienced the same thing. I went to each one of them. That was 39 people, me being 40 with the 2 different separate groups. The separate group, after I had helped them get it filed, they went on a whole new path, telling them, saying that God told them to ask for $500,000. But God didn't tell me and my group to do that. We not only got a right to sue probable cause against Flying J from the Human Rights Commission, we filed a lawsuit and went to trial in St. Louis. That's just some of the things that I done did. You see, one thing about me, I don't have to tell you everything I did, but I want to show you something here. Y'all wasn't able to, some of my homies said that they couldn't see this clear, so they wanted to see this stuff clear. And I want to show you something about my critics. Can you see that real good? That's Keith W., also known as Keith Walker. He all these other things. He done had several profile pictures. He got to United in Peace now. But on this particular thing, if you can see it real good, Keith W., which is Keith Walker, 1 subscriber, and no contents. Let's try to go over again. This is him. But he had several different other pictures. That's him right there. From Charleston, Missouri, but he living somewhere, I believe, in Iowa. This is Keith again. Now he done changed again now. He got 4 subscribers. He done had 3 people to add on to his the YouTube, I guess he'd call it a YouTube channel. But you see, this channel doesn't have any contents. This is Mikey Jones. He's one of the critics. You see what he has no subscribers and is saying the same thing. No contents. These is the people that come on my thing criticizing, asking me what I did. But we want to see what they did if they can put it on their YouTube channel. Troy Billups. No subscribers, no contents. But they critics. Leonard Corbett. Let me see, no subscribers, but this what he have on as his contents. I guess he in St. Louis or wherever he at. This is how he helping his community. They want to know what I done did. I'm just showing them a little bit. Okay, this is Mike Gardner. He has 2 subscribers, but no contents. I think this the same individual told me if I don't like Southeast Missouri to move, and I told him to come over here and make me move if he man or woman enough. Okay, this individual here, he's like Keith. He changes his things up. This is what Ku Klux Klans do. They have sheets on their sheets on their shoulders and hoods on their head. You know, they hiding their identities, but ain't no doubt they scared. Don't tread on me. This is, let me see, he don't have any subscribers. This don't have any contents. But he said, no, don't tread on me. Now, at the same time, he had this same individual, he was using Jason Lee. Somebody identified as him as being a white guy in East Prairie, Missouri. Like I said, it don't make no difference what color they is. Now, this is me, y'all. Raymond Ivy, y'all seen it before. It says 375 subscribers. Okay, y'all know what my contents is. And on this here, it's telling you that I have 201,253 viewers. Now that was earlier. Now let me show you something now. It's saying 201,508 viewers. I told y'all it goes up about 1,000, sometime about a week and less than a week. Had 300 and 75 viewers. Now it's 377. I just wanted to tell y'all this here. I don't look for a thumbs up, a thumbs down. All I try to do is awaken people. All these attackers talking all this mess, asking what I did. I'm showing some of my viewers that don't know what I did. I'm showing you some of the things I did. You know, a person just came from Sykeston and came over here telling me I'm doing a good job. When me and my daughter was over in Walmart, an individual that lived here, that used to live here, told me, I appreciate you letting my cousin use your other car for him to go take care of something, even when you wasn't at home. But I'm going to leave right now, y'all. Peace. Be still.